Good morning and welcome to the daily broadcast of TSZ. Today's date is September 7th, 1850. I'm Arthur Tran
and I'm Sir Charles V, Jr. Esquire.
And today we'll be reporting our first story, the Homestead Act. The President has authorized the expansion west of our current territory. With the recent creation of 15 new states, this is a great opportunity for you to pick up 160 acres of free land today. This is perfect for all cowboys, sodbusters, and miners to acquire land of your own rather than working for someone else.
In religious news, the revival of Christianity, or the Second Great Awakening as it's called, ended 30 years ago but is still creating news today. The Second Great Awakening was a reflection of Romanticism, which is focused on emotions, enthusiasm, and appeal of supernatural. Also, the movement rejected the ideal of rationalism and deism. However, recently, Transcendentalism movement has stood as a roadblock in the progress of the Great Awakening. It contradicts the teachings of Christianity by suggesting the inner human spirit is most powerful. Something tells me this won't be the last time we hear about this movement. And now, a message from your sponsors.
Are you tired of not being able to keep up with your cattle? Then you need cow juice. Cow juice is a brand new energy drink made up of all those lovely chemicals like uranium, potassium, cyanide, lactose. Yes, it's very good for you. Hope you enjoy that. Remember, drink cow juice.
In breaking news, President Jackson has completed a bill that puts into effect, as of this moment, universal male suffrage. This grants all white males the right to vote. However, this excludes all African Americans in the state of Rhode Island. While this is a notable achievement by Jackson, we cannot forget his past, which includes numerous scandals and affairs. For example, his well-known affair with Peggy Eaton affair, which occurred in 1830.
In this, Jackson had an affair with the wives of the men of his cabinet, such as Peggy Eaton, the wife of the Secretary of War, and Floride Calhoun, the wife of the Vice President. This resulted in Jackson nominating Martin Van Buren for the role of Vice President after John Calhoun resigned. This could lead to the rotation of Jackson out of office. Here is some footage from a live interview with a concerned citizen.
Now we'll start interviewing people about the Petticoat affair. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
What is your opinion on the Petticoat affair?
I think it really shows how Jackson's really immature about his cabinet members, and it's really idiotic, in my opinion, to have some sort of relationship with his wives in the cabinet, because it shows that there's a really bad relationship going on with the president and the cabinet members.
So you think he's a straight savage?
Basically.
I want a picture with the president. I just want to speak with the man. Westward expansion, the man can advance it. What you trying to do? Cutting my land? What you got doing? Moving in? Been here. Thought we were peers. Now coming with your gear. What you gonna do? Shoot us like a deer? Fear for the worst, now it's coming clear. Find my toughest, defend my land. Survival is my only plan. Try to fight back to a boat we bleed. Now we gotta really leave. I wish I didn't have a seat. All my people that in front of me. Massacre at the wooden knee. 150 men and children too. Just gotta live it through.
I speak for all of us, and with the full agreement of our husbands, we will not entertain Margaret Eaton, nor will we attend any function at which she is present.
Well, Mr. President, she was a common barmaid.
You cannot force such a woman into society.
The nomination of Van Buren by Jackson reminds many of the nomination of Henry Clay, who helped John Quincy Adams win the election of 1824 over Jackson, which his supporters called the corrupt bargain. Experts are calling this election of supporters, friends, and family to political power the spoils system, despite Adams' actions in enabling the tariff of abomination. Not only did Jackson have complications with his cabinet members, but he also had issues with the National Bank. This included a power struggle for the national economy, as Jackson imposed a strong central currency, whereas the National Bank intended to employ it. Jackson also resented the National Bank for their lack of funding for expansion into the unsettled Western territories. The Second National Bank made this decision based on the New American System, an economic plan that brought about a balanced economy.
Additionally, complications of immigration has led to the Supreme Court intervention. This is because the amount of immigration from Europe has caused former citizens to move west illegally. This expansion, in turn, has forced many natives to lose their homes and caused them to walk the infamous Trail of Tears, traveling 2,000 miles to an area west of the Mississippi River, an area that the U.S. government has declared as Indian Territory. The Supreme Court has taken actions to authorize expansion west. However, President Jackson has disputed it. More details as the story develops. Here we have with Arthur live with Native Americans who have been affected by the expansion westward for a quick interview.
We have with us here today a Native American from...
The Cherokee tribe.
So how do you feel about the Europeans coming over and taking your land?
I don't really mind as long as we get along.
So,
I'm a European. This is our land now.
okay. Back to the news.
Here we have some outside sources from various colonists to express their own feelings about the westward expansion. All of these paintings depict some of the various emotions of the colonists, such as anger, sadness, fear, and happiness.
The basic overview of the westward expansion was the belief that the United States should expand west, doubling the size of the United States. President Thomas Jefferson purchased the Louisiana Territory from the French government for $15 million. The land stretched from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains and from Canada to the New Orleans. Jefferson believed that the westward expansion was the key to the nation's health. He believed that land ownership and independence would sustain the republic, and virtue went hand in hand with ownership. The westward expansion was one of the most defining moments in American history.
Now we bring in two guests to debate on Jackson's presidency. We have with us James Lee, a political analyst who supports Jackson, and Thomas, an advocate for the impeachment of Jackson. You both have a minute each to make your response. So my first question for you guys is, what do you feel about the relationship the president has achieved with his cabinet wives?
I feel as if the relationship with his wives is very misunderstood by the public. Obviously, there shouldn't be as much malice and mistrust as there is right now in this country. And honestly, I think he was just tired during this incident.
A tired person takes a nap by themselves, not with an entire cabinet. And yes, maybe we don't understand the full extent of his life, but that does not justify the fact that our president has lied and cheated. How does this make us look to other countries? We're still new. We can't have this type of lies in our media.
You're just as tired as Jackson during his nap.
And you're just as ignorant as the wives of his cabinet.
Gentlemen, please show some respect with each other. This is a friendly debate.
I'll show you some respect when you actually ask some real questions.
Yeah, I agree with it. Like, ask some legitimate questions.
Okay, after the discovery of this relationship, how do you think this will affect the rotation of office?
I think it's really good for Jackson because he can reestablish trust with the country and also his cabinet.
Reestablish trust? No, he missed that opportunity. I think he should be rotated out of office.
That's called impeachment, you idiot.
Who you calling an idiot, Democrat?
Okay, let's tone it down again, gentlemen.
No, this man is obviously impaired.
Okay, with that, I think this interview is over.
No, the people need a voice.
The president needs representation.
The president needs to control himself.
Well, after that debate, thank you guys so much for watching this daily broadcast of TSC. I'm James Lee.
And I'm Sir Charles V Jr. Esquire.
And we're signing out.
Thanks for watching TSZ. Up next, The Office.